In the south, the Ukrainian armed forces are advancing in several directions at once, Maliar. In almost all areas and directions where our units are advancing in the south, they are tactically successful. They are gradually advancing. As of now, they have advanced up to 2 kilometers in each direction. The process of consolidating our troops in some of the liberated positions and settlements continues. At the Berdyansk and Mariupol directions, the enemy is pulling troops from other directions and increasing its firepower. In addition, our troops face continuous mining of the fields. Defense forces continue to advance in the Bakhmut sector. The commander of the land forces of the Armed Forces of Ukraine said, "The enemy continues to move its military units near Bakhmut and concentrates large forces in this area. Despite the fact that you are facing Russian paratroopers, they are leaving their positions because they are afraid of you." To keep up with the latest news, subscribe. Support our work and our heroes by liking our page. Thank you all for your support. The situation in the Svatov sector remains unchanged. All the enemy's attempts to improve the tactical position near Masyivka failed. Fighting for Bilohorivka continues. The Ukrainian armed forces knocked out the Russians near Severodonetsk and Urozhaine in the Donetsk region. Bakhmut section fighting continues to the west and northwest of Klishchiivka. Avdiivka sector in the northern part of Mariinka the enemy has had little success. The situation is difficult, the enemy is attacking incessantly, the fighting in the town is fanatical, where every house is expensive, both for us and for the enemy. Berdyansk direction the enemy has been driven out of the area between Urozhaine and Severodonetsk. Fighting continues along the Novodorivka-Stepov line. Colonel of the Ukrainian Armed Forces Reserve, former General Staff Officer and military expert Ola Zhdanov said that Russians suffered huge losses in the south. In the village of Khmelnytsk, Zaporizhia region, the occupiers set up a hospital and a local club. There are more than 100 wounded, most of them from Tokmak. It should be noted that there were arrivals in this town the day before. A video of one of the deadliest strikes on the Russian military since the beginning of the war has been posted online. OSINT analysts believe that more than 100 Russian army servicemen could have been killed in the strike. The day before, pro-Kremlin military telegram channels also wrote about the explosion and mass casualties in the ranks of the Russian armed forces. Enemy infantry in the size of a platoon is leaving their positions under artillery fire near Staromayorsk. This footage once again confirms the movement of our heroes. And these are only small groups advancing. And the enemy is already abandoning the trenches, seeing several corpses nearby. Zaporizhia section no changes have been recorded. Fighting has resumed south of Lobkov and Novodanilivka. In almost all areas and directions where our units are advancing in the south, they are tactically successful. They are gradually advancing. As of today, they have advanced up to 2 kilometers in each direction.